Hi, I'm Dr. Pat Arnold, and I'm back with you again to talk about 7 pillars of health. We've had a few weeks off, but what we talked about the first week, exercise. Got to keep that body in motion. A body in motion tends to stay in motion. You stay still long enough, somebody's going to start throwing dirt in your direction. Remember, I told you that in the beginning. Motion is life. Second week, we talked about spinal health, the importance of keeping a healthy nervous system. Your nervous system controls everything that happens in your body. It's important to have a healthy, functioning nervous system. Last time we met, we talked about water consumption. Your goal is half your body weight in ounces. Remember, all your cells, your body is made up of about 80% water. You need to make sure you stay hydrated. It's really important. Many disease processes we have, especially things like headaches, come because we don't drink enough water. So increase your water intake. Half your body weight in ounces. We talked a little bit in the beginning about this little graph I have drawn down here. This side of the graph on my left side is going to be, as I face it on my left side, is going to be cellular death. That's zero life. Over here is 100% expression, which would be full life. I want to be on this side. Over this side, I'm not thinking so much. So anything we do, exercise-wise, keeping our spine healthy and in alignment and flexible, increasing our water intake is going to move us in this direction here, which is healthy. If we're not following this along, we're going to be moving in that direction, which is not healthy. It's not a good place to go. Today we're going to talk about diet. Primarily we're going to talk about sugar consumption. So, Americans on the average eat somewhere between 125 and 150 pounds consumed of sugar a year. Now I don't, so that means that somebody else is actually doing more than that, right? There's a statistic that says soda consumption is a huge part of many Americans' diet. I don't drink soda, so it's not part of mine. But over 500 gallons, I believe, of soda are consumed by like the average American. You can check that number if you want, you can Google it, but it's a ridiculously high number. Something like 500 calories a day in our diet, in the typical American diet, comes from carbohydrates, from sugar. So what I'm talking about today is recognizing that you need balance in your diet, proteins, fats. Yes, fats aren't as bad as they've been made out to be, as long as they're the right kind of fats, and carbohydrates or sugars. Now your brain needs two things to function. It needs oxygen and it needs glucose. So sugar is not necessarily a bad thing, it's just that where we're getting that sugar from. So when you look at your diet, if you stay on the outside of the grocery store when you're shopping, that's where the things are that need to be refrigerated. Typically you're going to spoil if they're not. Those are the things you want to be eating in your diet. Vegetables, 50% of your vegetable intake should be raw. And the other 50% can be cooked, lightly sauteed, things like that. Your vegetable intake should be vary as far as the color of the fruit goes, or the vegetables go that you're eating. So eat a multitude of colors is what we were told. And fruit is good too, but you want to kind of limit your fruit because many fruits have a high sugar content. So if you eat too much fruit, you're going to have a tendency to want to put weight on. So be careful with the fruit part of it. Also with fruit, it's interesting to know that fruit that has a pit in it or a large seed on the inside of it has a lower glycemic index than fruits like grapes or bananas, things like that, which have a high glycemic index, which means when you eat them, it shoots your blood sugar up really quickly, forcing your body to kick out insulin, keep your blood sugar down. If that happens too much, your body will actually start to develop insulin resistance. You become a type 2 diabetic, which is the fastest growing disease in the United States right now. Completely a lifestyle choice disease. It's your choice. You need to think about changing your diet if you're not eating a good diet at this point in time. So look for hidden sugars. Hidden sugars are anything when you read a label that ends in the letters OS, O-S-E. That's sucralose, dextrose, maltose. There's a myriad of them. Fructose. High fructose corn syrup, really bad stuff. That's corn syrup, that's sugar that's actually been modified 2 different times in order to keep it from spoiling. That is probably one of the worst things that we can do, put into our bodies from a health standpoint. Reduce your soda intake to 0. Replace your soda with water. I know you don't like me right now if you're a soda drinker, but get over it. Soda is really bad for you. We drink way too much soda. Diet soda, not so good either. Okay? So remember that as you move forward. So, to close, decrease your sugar consumption, increase your water intake, keep your spine nice and flexible, and exercise. Next time I talk to you, we're going to talk about the importance of sleep.